Hey, I'm Jeff with Polar Pro. We're gonna run through the Stage 2 and Stage 3 filters available for Basecamp. And these are the rectangular ones that are gonna fit into the Stage 2 cartridge or the Stage 3 cartridge if you have that expansion. The first one we've got here is the VND 2-to-5 filter. And this one you always kind of want to run in Stage 2 there, the closest to the back slot. In order for this filter to work, you do need to have the CP filter back there. Otherwise, it's a nothing filter. The CP is going to activate it and turn it into that VND. We've got this in the 2-to-5 stop, as well as a 6-to-9 stop variation. And it's super nice because you can hot swap and quick swap those in and out. Another awesome thing about these Stage 2 and 3 filters, built-in frames, makes them really easy to handle. Also makes them a little more durable, resistant against accidental drops. So the second option we've got is the VND 2-to-5, and this is the mist version. So this does have the mist built into it. So it's gonna give you a quarter strength mist diffusion in addition to being the 2-to-5 stop VND. We also have that in the 6-to-9 mist as well. Next up, we've got the Mist Heavy VND 2-to-5 stop, and that's gonna just go right into that backstage there. This one's pretty much the same as the one prior, except it's the heavy mist, so it's gonna be a half strength of diffusion added to your composition. And these are really cool because it allows you to just run a super minimalist setup. You can just run a VND and you get your diffusion baked into it. You don't have to have the extender, but it's also an option to run it differently, and we'll show you that on the next filter. The Mist Heavy VND is also available in a 6-to-9, super easy to hot swap those if you need heavier stops. Next up, we've got the Mist filters. So we've got everything from a Mist Light all the way up to Mist Heavy. So the Mist Light's gonna be a 1/8 strength diffusion. The regular mist is gonna be a quarter strength diffusion. And then we also have the Mist Heavy, which is gonna be a 1/2 strength of diffusion. And you can run these ones pretty cool. Like if you've got built-in NDs, you just can run a CP in the back, or you can just throw the mist. It's gonna protect your lens as well as give you all your diffusion that you need right there. And it's super easy to swap between the 1/8, 1/2, 1/4, whatever you need. And another popular option we see a lot of people running with just the straight mist is people using them in the Stage 3 section. So you pop that Stage 3 adapter on, still pretty minimalist, and you're able to run your VND in that back cartridge slot. So you've got VND, and then you can add your diffusion right in front of it. Super easy, and you can switch out between light, regular, and heavy. Very simple. Next up, we've got the Gold Morphic and the Blue Morphic available in the rectangular Stage 2, Stage 3 options. And the reason why you would want to run these ones is because you want to have the VND set up, and then you want to throw your Morphic right in front of it. So this is pretty much a Stage 3 filter. You got the CP in the back, VND right there, and then you've got your Gold Morphic. And since this one is fixed, you're not rotating it, it's just gonna be a straight horizontal line, just kind of fixed to whatever plane that your camera is shooting at. And next up, we've got the ND filters, and these are just straight NDs, hyper neutral all the way through IR. And it's gonna be from 1 stop up to a 7 stop. And this is gonna be pretty good for people who wanna run like a polarizer and an ND, because you can have that CP in the back, drop this bad boy into Stage 2, and then you can actually still be adjusting polarization while you've got the ND in front of camera. Because when you drop the VND in front, it actually negates all polarization, so you're not polarizing anymore. So if you do want to polarize your scene and you also need ND in front of your camera, this is pretty much a sick setup to do. And then if you have Stage 3, you can throw your diffusion right in front as well, or Gold Morphic, Blue Morphic, if you wanted to do it that way. Next up, we've got the gradient filters, and we've got 2 options of these. We have a 2-stop grad and a 3-stop grad, soft grad, so it gives you a nice smooth transition. And these are only going to be for Stage 3, so they're not gonna work in Stage 2, they're only gonna be in 3, and that's because they go all the way down, and you can adjust it up and down so you can line up the horizon line. And that's just gonna pretty much allow you to get balanced exposure between the sky and the ground. If it's like really bright out midday, 3 stops pretty much needed. Golden hours, 2 stops is pretty good for balancing that out in camera. And last up, we have the Armor UV, and this one's solid for just either filling a gap in the base camp if you need it, or if you've got built-in NDs and you don't need any filtration, it's just a solid add-on to add some lens protection. You're locked and loaded, ready to go. That's it for the stage 2 and 3 filters. If you have any questions, just shoot us an email. See you on the next one.